All right. People are joining now. Great.
Hello, everyone.
Guys, we're going to start in 2 minutes. Just give people time to join.
How is everyone doing? Everybody still in lockdown?
If you are on mute, you can unmute yourself.
If someone wanted to talk.
All right. I think we can start.
Yeah, so Kevin and Anna said both that there's people around them that are cooking.
Hey, guys.
Hello, everyone.
Hi, everyone. So yes, we're going to right now start because people are joined now. See, we have people from Mexico City. Hi, Natalia, joining, and yeah, we have lots of people now, and we going to take just 5 minutes because we have a tough agenda. We have a packed agenda. We would like just to say your hello to everybody. Can tell us from where you're from, and also if you already have an idea, team, or if you're a community leader. So these 3 things. So name, where you're from, and community leader, which community you represent, or if you are a hacker and which team you are part of, or which idea you have already. All right, we're going to start with Elon.
So hi guys, my name is Elon. I'm from Israel. Let's see. So I have a couple of ideas that I already shared in the Discord chat. Natalia, maybe mute. So yeah, I shared a couple of ideas in the Discord chat. Generally, I'm very optimistic and positive about this entire hackathon joining to solve such complex issues. And I think the solutions that we're going to come up with are also going to be, more tied to, like, I don't know, the next version of the world, if you might say. Yeah, so that's that.
Excellent, thank you, Elon. Annalise. Sorry, I just muted you accidentally. There you go. Annalise, can you hear us?
I think she just texted saying that I'm sorry, she cannot speak.
Oh, okay, I'm sorry about that. All right, Angela.
Oh, hey everyone, I'm Angela. I am currently in Australia and I run Hackathons International. So it's all around supporting global online hackathons and educating people to get the most out of their hackathon. So I'm coming in as a community partner, which will be very exciting. I'm also contemplating participating as well. So I've got some ideas in my head that I want to try out.
Thank you so much. And we have Jens.
Yeah, thank you. Well, I'm very new to this. I've been working with a couple of people on some, let's say, projects on connecting real world stuff with the blockchain, and have been involved now for, well, 2 years or so in that. And I would hope that something comes out of this hackathon that I can put some ideas into reality.
Thank you. And where are you from?
Ireland.
Ireland. Welcome. And we have Kevin Liu.
Hi, morning, everyone. I'm here from Toronto, and we are leading a project called the Metis Lab. It is a second layer protocol on Ethereum. It will enable people to build up a distributed autonomous company to collaborate distributed with other people in the world. So yeah, we have a channel on the Discord. Welcome to join. Thank you.
Awesome. Thank you, Kevin. All right. And who now? Lucy? Okay, Lucy, if you can hear us, you can speak already. All right. Maybe then we're going to go to Francesca. For those guys who joined, just say your name, where you're from, and what's your idea or which community you represent. Unfortunately, I also cannot hear Francesca yet. Yeah, by the way, guys, feel free to unmute yourself when your name is called. So Natalia Villarreal.
Hi, everyone. This is too early, but I'm happy to be here. I am in Monterrey, in Mexico, and I dedicate my work to working with women entrepreneurs. And I would like to join as a community leader. I am not in the tech, but I would like to learn from you and put the view of an entrepreneur and see if I can download any ideas that could help them become more agile and reskilling, because most of the women that we work with are not very digital, and that's a challenge because of the new situation. And I have a potential friend that's gonna join with me, maybe. She is in Finland, and we want to work around, we're thinking about projects about how to make sure that information is not fake in our Mexican community, and how to distribute information. Here, people are very fond of memes, and they use, we've been observing the power of memes, and we just want to make sure that we use proper media to upskill our people at a massive level. So this is a question, we're not very sure how we're going to make this work, but we want to learn in the process and hopefully be more empowered to make it with technology. So we're looking to find more partners that can help us make a difference here in our local community in Mexico.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Natalia. All right. So Lucy, if you can hear us, you can also step in. Francesca.
Yes, I'm in line.
Yes,
Sorry, I had some problems with the sound.
No problem.
Okay. What I have to say?
Yes, yeah, your name, where you're from, and also what you're planning to work on for this hackathon, or which community you represent.
Okay, I'm Italian, but I live in Switzerland, in Zurich. I have not decided yet about which problem exactly I will submit. I would like to, I have some ideas, but I need to understand how it works. And okay, that's all I think.
Okay, thank you. Thank you so much, Francesca.
Sorry,
right.
here again.
So, Kevin Young, so I just saw Kevin Young. Are you still here? Yes, you are. So, and Kevin already gave us a description in the chat. So, hello everyone, I'm Kevin, working with the organization called Coronavirus Visualization Team, and they help to make visuals for the public relating COVID-19 data, which is very exciting. All right, so yes, so that's Kevin. So if you can, it looks like he cannot somehow use the microphone. So maybe he will be able to speak a little bit later. Natalia Amelin.
Hey guys, I'm Natalia. I'm from Toronto in Canada. I'm part of the organizer CryptoChicks, and I'm looking forward to, I'm not going to be participating myself in the hackathon, but I'm looking forward to helping out with ideas and, running this event.
Thank you. Christian, can you hear us?
Hello.
Hello. Yes,
Good
can you
morning.
please tell us where you're from and what you're planning to work on for this hackathon?
Well, I'm from the Bahamas, but I recently relocated. But in the hackathon, I will be working on like a application for kind of connecting people because of the pandemic.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Christian. Have you participated in our hackathon in Bahamas?
Yes, that's me.
Yes. I recognize your picture. Yes.
Yeah.
Hello.
Hear from you again.
All right. Natalia Hearn.
Right, just unmuted. Hi guys, Natalia here. Lots of Natalias on this call. I'm from Toronto. I'm part of CryptoChicks, and I'm thinking to we have a pet project which is called QB, and it's tokenizing education. So things that you learn, you get rewarded for on blockchain, and then what you learn, that non-standard learning, like all the stuff you learn on via YouTube and non-traditional kind of learning paths, is to keep a record and digitize and potentially reward you for that. So that kind of works for adults or children. So we're going to try to work on that.
Awesome. For those of you with the educational platforms, we have a workshop coming up on May 14th from the guru of AI in education. So please join this one if you would like to learn how to build the educational platform and include an AI in there. And we have the announcement of this event in Discord. Next one, Yanel. If I pronouncing the name correctly, excuse me if I don't. Yanel, can you hear us?
Yes, I can.
Okay.
Good morning.
Good morning. Yeah, so please just tell us where you're from and what you're planning to work on for this hackathon.
My name is, I'm from the Bahamas, and I'm planning to work on a social platform to connect to people.
Awesome. Have you also participated in our hackathon in Bahamas?
Yes, I did.
Yes. Great. Thank you. And great to see you back. Thank you. All right. So did we not ask, like, did we miss anyone? Just tell me if you've been missed in the introduction, just feel free to unmute your microphone and introduce yourself. Thank you. Okay, I think we covered everyone for this call, and I know people will be joining later as well. We also streaming it to YouTube, and that's our practice stream, because we're going to be streaming all our events on the YouTube. We have exciting speakers coming up for our opening ceremony, which will be May 29 to 31st, we will have Vitalik Buterin speaking. We will have Vitalik Buterin, who is an Ethereum inventor. We have Ben Gorzel, who is Sophia robot inventor. And also we will have Ernst & Young speaker Paul Brody, who will be speaking about privacy and how to develop applications that keeping the privacy in mind. So these speakers will be also speaking from inside the Decentraland, and this is we have a recording on how to get there. So if you would like to get there, create your avatar so you can see speakers on the stage presenting from there. So it's pretty cool. I suggest you to do that. We're also going to be running some other workshops to show you how to do it. So for today, what we would like to start with, just some of the organizational material, and then we go to Elon's presentation on how to join the voting DAO, the Builder Collective, from which inside of which you're going to be able to vote for the winning projects. And also Elon is going to go over how to submit your project when the time comes, how to do the submissions, because we're tracking all this voting and submissions, we're tracking them on the blockchain. So the signing up will be required. We're trying to make it as easy as we can for you, but there is some learning curve in there, so prepare to learn. What I would like to do right now to just go over some of our Discord channels. If you're not on Discord yet, please join, because we're doing all our communications there. And as probably you know, we have already channels created. Once you join, please feel free to introduce yourself in the introductions channel, and also look through introduction channel. Maybe you can find your team members there. Also, if you're looking for a team, then of course you need to go into looking for a team channel. And if you already have an idea and you're looking for teammates, looking for teammates channel is for you. Also, if you already know what you will be hacking on, it's very advantageous to ask one of the admins to create a team for you, the team channel, so you can already message, people can join and see what your idea is about. So we have right now all these projects, Nabu, Decentraland, we have Metis Labs, QB, we have involvement, open community map, business ownership, Vendito, and kick out addiction and remain sober. So these are the projects that we have so far. So if you have your own, and I heard today's that you do, so please go ahead and ask admins to create a team for you so you can recruit your team members. So this is it for the organizational part. Do you have any questions? No questions? Great. I must be very, very clear. All right, so let's go to Elon. Elon, please go ahead and tell our participants on how to join the voting application, which is the Builder Collective DAO, and also how to submit the projects when the submissions time comes.
Yeah. Okay, guys, how are you doing? I hope that everybody's having a wonderful Saturday. And yeah, I want to show you so a few things. We are running the SOS Hackathon inside like the Builder Collective, and that's kind of running on a DAO, on the blockchain. And what that means, let's say really simplifying it, but what that means is that you actually own everything that you own your account inside this organization, meaning that essentially no one can take this away from you. Yeah, and it's it's yours only. I'll just jump right into it and show you a bit about the UI of what this looks like. And yeah, feel free to stop me if you have any questions. Yeah, so So now it's loading Alchemy, which is essentially the application that we're using. What it does is essentially take the data from the blockchain and present this as an actual UI. So this is, what you see here is like the homepage. This thing we would be able to change according to our needs and what we want to do. And yeah, I just clicked on all the plugins essentially that we have. So the first one is, we call it funding and voting power. The second one is competition. The third one is a plugin manager, and this is something external that I can explain at a later point. And yeah, the way this works is that I actually created a sort of a template. If we go to like the funding and voting power, you will see here that I have an onboarding proposal that I made. And basically once the DAO, the organization, approves my onboarding proposal, I will get 50 reputation, which reputation means voting power in the organization. And I created a link actually that simplifies it significantly. Like you can actually click the link. I'm not gonna wait for this to load, but it takes you to sort of like an almost pre-filled form, as you can see here. And then I wrote here, like my name. And yeah, here there's what we're requesting from you guys for the onboarding. This is just the beginning. I just wrote a placeholder. As we go along, we can add more things to this onboarding proposal. But it's generally your name, actually not a social verification, but we'll do like your Discord handle or Discord ID. We can also leave social verification, your skills and what you're excited about. You fill these out. And then in the recipient section, you would put your Ethereum address, which you can get from, it's a bit slow. So here I would be logging in with Taurus that allows basically a Gmail sign in. So I'm going to sign in with my Gmail. This is actually a very interesting solution because it's a non-custodial Gmail. Oh, it didn't work again. Now. Yeah, okay. And then I can get my, not sure if everyone is still listening, but now here I can get like Ethereum address. Yeah, people are listening, great. And then I would click submit. I don't know, for those of you who used Ethereum before, you have to sign a few transactions. Yeah, I will click submit and it will appear here. Now, should we go over the adding of XDAI, maybe?
We have a question in the chat right now. Krishan asking, is this the platform we will be using to make our app?
To make your app? I mean,
no,
not necessarily. So this is like the governance platform. So here, basically, what this does is I've asked for 50 reputation. That means 50 voting power inside the organization. And maybe I'll go to.
So this application will allow you to vote.
Yeah.
So once all the submissions will be done, you also will be a judge to all the projects that we will be having in our hackathon with a certain reputation power that you have that corresponds to your contribution to this hackathon, which means that participating in the community calls, participating in messaging, building a team. So this all, also sharing the message about this hackathon on, on your social media to your community, bringing more people. So this all will increase your reputation power. And with this reputation power, you can vote on the winning projects. And we will choose then which projects to fund based on this vote. So we right now are raising the funds to fund all these projects, and we have a goal of $100,000. So this raise is going right now. So we're talking to the sponsors of this hackathon to raise this money. So this is what it's for. Christian, great. So he just messaged that he understood. That's great. All right. Any other questions so far on this part? All right,
Yeah.
no questions. Yeah, so this is just a voting. So how do you sign up into a voting application to have your vote, to track your reputation power, to see which member has which reputation power, and so on and so forth. So yes, so this will allow you to see the whole dashboard.
Yeah.
All right, please go ahead, Elon, with this with the other part.
Yeah. So yeah, like Elena said, this is essentially the way we kind of run the hackathon. This platform is running the SOS hackathon, and the greatest thing about this platform is that you guys own it. Like each and every one of us, if they are a member, they have a share in voting and deciding what to do with the funds of the organization, and in the example of right now the hackathon, who's going to be the winners. So everybody essentially votes together. So the first thing I will show you, this is kind of what a competition would look like. Yeah, blockchain hackathons is different because we all have power. Yeah.
Yes. So also there is another question from Francesca. So she's asking if if the participants have to submit here too, not in the dev post. You feel free to submit in both places, because here you will see it very like kind of clearly, and here so let's say that. So you don't have to submit. We will put your submission in here if you cannot figure out how to do it, right? Am I right, Elon?
Yeah, so like it's also okay to submit to DevPost, and then because this is like the governance platform, what you will do is, let's say, this is my hackathon submission. I can write here like why my team's submission is the best. You can add here like YouTube links or whatever you want. This could be like much longer. And then in the URL, you can actually link to your dev post. You can link to your dev post submission. And yeah, Kevin, I saw your question. I'll answer in a second. Yeah, you can link to your dev post submission. You know what? Let's find a dev post. One sec. Let's take a bit of time to load.
Yeah, we will be going and making sure that we have all the projects that were submitted on the dev post are also here in this system. But if you would like, if it's better for you to submit, to make a submission here too, so we would miss any details. So
yeah,
please go ahead and do that. Yes, if for some reason you can't or you cannot figure out, we will do it for you. So this is no problem.
Yeah, so I created a submission basically. I didn't put much detail, but this could be much bigger and longer. I can show you, there are examples from like East Denver hackathon that we ran, which I guess showed like, you know, what this looks like when it's all full, and what this kind of like sidebar looks when the entire project is full. And then, you know, clicking the attachment will send you to DevPost. So you can maybe introduce what you've done in this hackathon here, and then for more information, you can send people to the attachment.
So there is another question. If there is any minimum requirement for submissions, such as video or a working platform. So we don't have a minimum requirement for the tracks. So we have everything remote and anything local tracks. You submit. We suggest you submit, of course, the video with your presentation, so people can easily watch it. And we suggest also that video will be 1 minute, or even like maybe 1.5 minutes long, so to avoid us watching for a long time and get bored and then like ending up not vote for your submission. So the video, then also your maybe GitHub link. So this there will be enough, and this will be the submissions for the anything remote and everything local tracks. If you also applying for best business idea, so this is going to be a different video, and we're going to post the requirements for that one. So this is you going to be just around your idea. So if you would like to submit only for the idea, you can do that. So this is will be a separate competition. And same if you would like to make your submission for women-led teams, that we with this competition we encourage more women to join. So this is also going to be a special presentation for you to develop a special video, because we would like to get to know the members of your team. So we will be also submitting, giving you the guidelines of how to do that submission. So it's going to be separate competitions for the tracks, and then business idea, and then best women-led team. We might also add more competition into this one. We're right now talking to our partners and sponsors, so there might be more submissions and more ways to win this competition. Let me know if I answered your question, if you heard me. All right, so Lucy, is team with majority automatically wins because of the voting power? It's a very, very good question. Thank you, Lucy, for that. So as I say, the reputation will be based on the your participation in this hackathon and in the community. So more you participate in activities, in workshops, in the calls, of course, more power you have. And then the majority of the vote, based on the participants of the voting power, will decide, and we'll wait. So the algorithm will going to show us who is the winning teams, so like first, second, third, and so on, based on the people's votes. Is that answer your question? Is there a calendar of the workshops? So yes, calendar of the workshops is on the website. So you can see on soshackathon.com. Let me just share my screen for a second. Is it okay, Ilona, I share my screen?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay.
I wanted to add something to Lucy.
Yes, please
for a second. So like the way this will work is that we'll have sponsors, speakers, and a lot of people who participate. Each one of them will have, a small kind of amount of voting power. And then what we're kind of trying to do here is create a sort of wisdom of the crowds, and everybody together analyzing and understanding, what is the best submission. And then, yeah, like Lena said, the submission that receives the most voting power will be the winner. Yeah, maybe while I'm at it, I'll also answer Kevin's question, because Kevin asked if Alchemy is open source. So yes, this entire thing is open source. And Alchemy itself is a governance platform. And what we are building, we're building like a cooperative that runs hackathons. So technically, you could run next week. You could run your own hackathon on this platform. If you want, you can have, the existing voting power of all the people from here. So yeah.
All right, thank you so much, Elon. So, and also here we see was asked where the workshops are announced. So here we have two tabs, pre-hack webinars. So right now we have one, but we already have lined up another 5, right? So we're going to be posting, just our team, we're going to be posting it here. So first workshop going to come on May 14. I think next will be May 17 and so on. We also have this opening keynotes, and we're going to be posting information. This is an opening ceremony. So we right now have 2, but we already acquired other ones. So this is also going to be posted here. And as well, you can watch all our recorded and live information on cryptochicks.ca, and this will be SOS Hack Live. So that's, so I have my page opened in other one in the Elementor, so you're going to see the live page. So there you go. So this is something that, and we're going to post all recordings here as well as the live feed that will be going at the same time. So we're going to be tracking who is participating in what. I hope this answered your question. Did it answer your question? Awesome.
And I'm
Awesome.
just going to add something, is that basically, because this is all decentralized, so we're not tracking it centrally. It's just, it's sort of recorded on a blockchain sort of as the event. So that it's not that we're holding anybody's information and all that kind of stuff. So it's done through kind of this platform that is decentralized and is based on blockchain. So what we're trying to do is not only to build out new ideas, but also grow the ideas that already were created and be a platform to test them out and to see how efficiently they work and how people can add them into their daily life.
Awesome. Thank you, Natalia. All right. Elon?
Yeah. Should I? Yeah. I'll share my screen again. So yeah. So as you can see, like there are like times here. I set up. This is like an example and test competition. So you can see things are happening fairly quickly. So after I submitted my hackathon, I believe the date is June 6th. No, sorry, June. What's the deadline for submissions again?
It's going to be June 16th.
June 16th, yeah. I remember something like
Mm-hmm.
And then here on June 16th, basically all of, you'll have all of the submissions, everybody will be able to view them. And then you can go and look at them one by one and decide basically which one you want to vote for here. Yeah, right now, I don't know if you guys can see the little MetaMask thing popping up. And I'm not
No,
sure.
we don't.
Yeah, it's a thing. So yeah, basically you click vote, the MetaMask pops up and it kind of like votes for you. And then you see I voted in this Winkiby DAO, which is like a testnet DAO. I have like almost all the reputation. So I vote for this, and then the voting here, as you can see, it ends in like 12 minutes, and then once that happens, then basically the winner will be picked. And yeah.
Can you show us how to vote here? It's just you just click on the,
yeah, you click here and then on the vote.
On the best one, yes. So
click
the one, can you just vote for one?
So like in this competition, I set it up for one.
Mm-hmm.
I see like up to 1 vote allowed per account, but we can set it up to how many we want. Like, yeah, I guess we can decide that later on.
Yeah, and I think we can do like the best 3 or something, just for us to see who is.
Yeah, we can do the best 3, number 1, 2, and 3. We can. Everything is very customizable.
Exactly.
And I believe like these things will develop with the community as we go along. And yes, I think that's mostly it. there's one thing that's important to add. We are running on like a layer 2 of Ethereum, like a second layer, because mainnet or Ethereum layer, they cost quite a bit of money. So we're running on the XDAI chain, which, yeah, we'll have like a quick explanation on how to add XDAI to your MetaMask. And if you're not using MetaMask and you're using Gmail login, it will all be pretty straightforward. Like you won't have to add anything. We'll take care of most of the things.
Also, Francesca is asking, so how to sign up on this website and which address is that, and should she already create an account? So the account sign up with Gmail going to be available from tomorrow.
Yeah.
Right? So the website we're going to be posting. So this is Elon, help me. So for this, it's going to go through the Builder Collective, right?
Yeah.
And yeah, we also will going to post this link on SOS Hackathon website as well, and in Discord too. So you're not gonna miss it.
Do you have MetaMask? I see.
Yes, like can you please, Elon, did you explain already what MetaMask is for people who doesn't know?
Yeah, so MetaMask is it's basically what we call like interacting with the blockchain is usually called like Web3. So this is a Web3 wallet, which means that you have a wallet that has many accounts inside it, and it allows you to interact with the blockchain, basically send information and receive information. Yeah, this is like, I'll just go to the MetaMask website. It has a nice little fox icon. It's an extension to your browser or an app on your phone, which you can either interact through your phone or through any website with this extension. And what else about it? Yeah, so we are using a second layer to make actually interacting with the blockchain cheaper. And we will be funding like most of the initial transaction costs for you guys, so you don't have to.
So guys, we will be sending you money. Don't worry.
Yeah, on the thing is on XDAI it will cost let's say 0.0001 cents per transaction. On the Ethereum mainnet it can cost like between 5 cents and 10, even 20 cents depending when. So by going to a second layer, we're making things a lot cheaper for us and for you guys.
Yes. All right. Any other questions? I don't see any questions in the thread right now. Yes, if you guys have any questions, you can ask at any time in Discord. Elon and I, we're both there, and you can also ask other admins in there, and maybe also your community leaders if we're not there for some reason. Again, the links will be available starting from tomorrow. Please feel free, go there and register and play with it. And I'm sure we will have lots of questions. It's okay if something not clear, we will figure it out. I think we're getting to our pitch part. So if any of you guys would like to pitch your projects right now, and if you would like to have the team members join you, you can do it at this time. Of course, you can do it in Discord as well, but if you would like to do it, so please unmute your microphone and you can do it right now here. Yes, Jens, please.
Okay, like I want to pitch something that I've prepared a little bit with quite a diverse community, and it actually appeals a little bit to the motto itself. My project is on saving the planet, right? So there's a lot of activities, mostly on a social or like political scale. So there's a lot of pressure, a lot of common sense and understanding that we need to do something to save the planet. but there's also understanding from scientists and so on that it's much too little that we're doing. And the public is essentially trying to raise things to politics, but we don't really have a good approach to take action, right? And I would like to organize through the blockchain a global grassroots action so that you could crowd fund essentially projects all over the planet. You can have essentially same mechanisms as in here, you know, you have like reputation and staking mechanisms to propose certain actions, and then money will be raised to various sources to fund them and implement them. And also blockchain mechanisms would then be used to coordinate essentially a loose grassroots action on different things, whether on the political scale, whether on the scientific scale, whether on whatever, just cleaning up something or organizing, let's say, certain political actions, demonstrations, or something like that. But it's a little bit more about really doing stuff rather than just raising it to politicians who usually only in office for a couple of years. And not that, they usually don't listen to anything that happens on a decade's time scale for the next generations. That's essentially what I intend to fund there.
Thank you, Jens. So yes, so you heard him, and Jens, because we're recording this and putting it live on YouTube, people also will hear about it, and we will issue this recording as well. So I hope that you're going to find your team members. So if you guys like to join Jens' team, do you already have the team inside Discord?
No, actually, that's why I'm joining here, to learn a little bit, you know, like
Awesome.
I'm quite new to this. So I'm just trying to listen to you guys and see how I pull the strings together. You know?
Yeah, awesome. So Jens, yeah, okay, please go ahead after this meeting, go ahead on Discord and ask one of the admins to create a team for you. Yes, and then this way you also can get the team members. All right, so we have some questions in here. So Francesca is asking, can we submit 2 projects? Yes, if you worked on 2 projects, you definitely can submit 2. Yes, so they have to be, you know, of course, yeah, so you can submit 10 if you have 10, that's fine, right? So you just have to be built during the hackathon. Lucy, can I submit as an individual alone? Yes, of course you can, and we had some hackathon winners that were doing just the solo submissions, so that's totally allowed. Francesca, all right, so that's fine. You can submit. All right, so yeah, so I don't have any more questions as far as I can see from the chat.
Okay, now I can talk.
Yes, please, Annalise. Yes, yes.
Yeah, this is Annalise Pardo from Mexico City. And what we are building is a platform to enable micro and small businesses that doesn't have e-commerce to sell remotely. So what we want to do is to allow them to create like a landing page, a digital catalog out from a chatbot in WhatsApp, like very simple, just answering questions. Then we create the catalog, and then we connect with unemployed people who are at their homes without doing nothing, just being in social media. So they would be sharing this digital catalog that we created for the business on their social media, promoting and selling. And then they would earn a commission fee for each product sold. So the business, they don't have to know anything about digital or marketing or e-commerce, and they will still be generating income. So yeah, that's what we're doing. We're looking for front and end developers. If somebody is interested here, we want to create a map that can help people locate the businesses that are around them, because we want to keep this local, so you don't have like expensive delivery costs. And yeah, that's our idea.
Awesome, Annalise, thank you. And do you already have the, yes, you already have the
yeah, we already have the
yes,
team.
that's great.
In Discord, you can look for it as #Bendito.
Bendito, yes. Yeah. So yeah, people look at the #Bendito in Discord and please connect to Annalise.
Thank you.
All right, thank you, Annalise. All right, anyone else can pitch the project, the team, the idea? All right, we don't have, yes?
Oh, maybe
Yes,
I'll do
please.
one. I haven't really thought about it through. I'm just going to talk whatever I'm thinking right now. So you know how there's a lot of people who are new to blockchain, they're new to AI, they're new to chatbots. I'm just wondering where we can facilitate some sort of blockchain interaction where I don't know how it's going to work, but maybe people can just share their resources so that if you're a thought leader or if people have voted that, say, I don't know, say Elon, you're a thought leader in alchemy, for example, you can create some sort of workshop or a webinar, and then you can put it on the platform. You can sell it on the platform, and people can buy and trade out of that, and then it can boost your creativity or give you badges, or there could be some sort of gamification aspect. But I think the real underlying need is that people want to try new things. They don't know really how to. They don't know where to begin with, and hopefully this platform could be like a good new way of education. So yeah,
this is
that's just
an educational platform, as far as I understand, right? So the
yeah. You know how
marketplace that connects people to the workshop givers. So that's educators.
yeah, you know how there's like, you know, finance for dummies or like
Mm-hmm.
blockchain for dummies, that kind of thing, but putting that on the chain.
Putting it on the chain and tracking it inside the blockchain and the rewards as well. All right. Okay. Great idea. Thank you, Angela. So yes, please go ahead and ask us to create the team in Discord and start onboarding people. And again, as I said, we will have the AI and education workshop coming up on May 14th. So you're free to join. If your time zone does not work for it, we also will have a recording as well. Yes, and by the way, guys, because of our workshops and our opening ceremony is also going to be just on a certain time, and for some people it's midnight or the wee hours in the morning. If you cannot join online, you still can watch the workshop offline. So we just going to post one question for you to understand that you actually watched, or maybe we'll think of the way tracking it somehow, but we would like to recognize you for watching the material that we prepared for you and then bumping up your voting power for it. So that's something that we would like to give to you. All right, thank you so much, Angela. So anyone else? Yes, Francesca. Oh, Francesca is leaving. All right.
Oh,
All right, guys.
This is Natalia.
Yes, Natalia.
So I wanted to just pitch the idea of the fact checking, the local fact checking, truth or like the Mythbusters. Is it truth or is it a lie? So I think the power relies on people, and there's a lot of information locally to fact check something. And if there would be a way to connect local people and validate truth or lie easily, we could be less moved by the bots and the farms of misinformation, I would say. So I don't know how this would actually work, but I think that we need to make people more visible and connected to fact checking. Is it truth or not? So that's the idea.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, thank you, Natalia, for this. So the yes. Also, did you create the Discord
No.
team yet? Okay, so yeah, please ask us. We will create it for you. Yeah, from what I see, it's a great idea. So I just see like a Tinder, people say like true or not true, something like that, the slider. Because sometimes it's really hard to check the facts, right? So maybe that's just the opinions that could be counted in this sense, and then just basically upvoting of the users of if they believe this or they don't believe it.
No, and I
Something like
wonder
that.
if there would be a reputation, kind of how to reach out to those who actually have more of credibility to actually
Yeah,
validate.
exactly. The ones that who actually guessed if this is true, like the ones that went with the yeah. I'm not sure how it's going to be working. Yes, but including gamification element into it certainly will help.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you, Natalia. All right, so great. Thank you, guys. Anyone else? Oh, Kevin Liu. Kevin, please.
Okay, just some quick words about our project, Metis Lab. You know, traditional company has been existing for over 400 years. They have mature governance and management framework. We believe it's you know, this kind of structure, I mean the governance and the management framework, that make our current modern economy thriving. But you know, most of us are coming from different backgrounds, locations. When we collaborate together, there's no company style organization to connect all these all of us together. So Metis Lab is to enable you to build a company on the blockchain and have your business operation managed by some mechanism. We hope DAC, distributed autonomous company, will be as important as the centralized economy, the company style in modern economy. So that's Metis Lab hope to build. We hope to build a protocol to enable you to found your own DAC on the blockchain. Yeah.
Awesome. Thank you very much, Kevin. And Kevin has also the team already in Discord, Metis Lab. So please look into it to join. All right. Do we have any other pitches at the moment? Please feel free to unmute if you have. I don't see any right now yet. Okay, so guys, thank you so much. So we actually on time. So thank you for joining us. If you have any questions, please ask on the Discord. Tomorrow link's going to be available. Please go and register as a voter, and also register your projects on Discord. And let's start working together. So the first workshop, as we said, going to be May 14th, and we're also going to post all the information, and it's already in a Discord. So thank you so much for joining us today. Thank you, and we hope to make the world a better place together. Thank you.
Thank you, Lena. Thank you, Elon. Thank you,
everyone.
Thank you,
Bye.
guys.
Have a good day.
Bye.
Thank you,
Bye-bye.
guys.